What is up, guys? My name is Captain Battlepants. I am part of the team called Justice League of Awesome here on YouTube. What Justice League of Awesome is, we are part of the organization called Extra Life. Extra Life is a charity organization that helps donate money to children's hospitals all around the country. This year, my team, Justice League of Awesome, is going to donate money to Children's Hospital, Orange County. The link to our team's page on Extra Life is down below. If you can help donate there, that'd be fantastic, guys. Any amount will do, even $1. We graciously appreciate it. I know those kids do too. So here's what we're gonna do to help promote the main event that is on October 18th through October 19th from 8 a.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. Sunday. What we're gonna be doing is streaming this event on Twitch. Twitch TV link will be in the description when we get that up and running to you guys. Don't you worry. It'll also be on our Twitter page, Facebook, and Instagram account. So also to help promote this on YouTube at least, we're gonna be showing our top 10 favorite video games of all time. For myself, our captains, and even some of our teammates. So without further ado, we're gonna get this thing kicked off with my personal favorite top 10 list, guys. Alright, so starting off my list at number 10 is Twisted Metal Black. I always enjoyed the Twisted Metal series back when I first started playing video games, but Twisted Metal always hold a special place in my heart, especially the first one where it kind of looked like Hot Wheels with guns. But the Twisted Metal Black series introduced a new, interesting dynamic to me, or the characters of this game. Two characters that sold me for this game were Dollface and Sweet Tooth. Dollface was a mistreated girl who lived on a farm, placed in a mask after mistreating her owner, father, whatever you want to call it, and Sweet Tooth was a serial killer who wanted to stop the hair on his head from hurting him. Both these storylines kind of played out differently, but the ending seemed to be the same way. Once they hit their ending, they realized just how twisted and messed up they were is what made him unique. Whether that meant killing Calypso or just running him over with your truck, this game had it all, guys. It was a great game, that's why it's on number 10 on my list. At number 9, we have Final Fantasy VII. Now, I know this may be low on a lot of people's list, but real quick before I get hate comments, it's because I haven't finished this game yet. I am currently playing through it right now, so just looking at this trailer kind of spoiled a little bit for me. I've always sort of enjoyed Cloud's character. Seeing his character development finally and actually understanding it makes it worthwhile. This game was very good for being a late 90s video game. Even something now that like Skyrim and maybe even Fallout can kind of take away from. At number 8, kind of another game that you may think may be higher even on your own personal list, but for me it's going to land at number 8, and that is Halo Combat Evolved. I remember when Halo first came out, it was one of the first games I played on the Xbox, and I automatically fell in love with this game. The original game for me was probably the best of the series, and I think the reason why was just how complex and simple this game was. The story was fantastic, going from the Covenant to take on this flood. I remember the first time you run into the flood and just thinking, how in the world am I going to take down this thing with nothing more than a shotgun and a rocket launcher? Alright, so coming at number 7 is Super Smash Bros. I remember playing this game when it first came out on the N64, but even now I still enjoy it playing on the Wii. I'm super excited for the new one, and I really hope it's well worth the wait and they keep pushing back on us. I'm really excited the Nintendo DS version comes out around Christmas. Trust me, I will have this game, and we're going to have a tournament during the marathon, guys. It'll be on main stage. I'll let you guys know for sure when we get everything X'd out when you can see that. Hopefully I'll win. Team Captain Battlepants, hashtag my friends. Coming at number 6, one of my personal favorite baseball games of all time, MVP Baseball 2005. Now you may be thinking this game's a little old, and sports games usually evolve over time. Yes it did, but for what this game was compared to what they are now, it was well ahead of its time. This game was one of the first video games to let you control an entire minor league farm system. You could actually play as your minor league characters. I think a game like this graphically was maybe a little further ahead of where games were back in 2005. Coming in at number 5, we're halfway done, Batman the Arkham series. I really enjoyed this game even though I feel like I caught on to this series a little later. But the Batman Arkham series was probably one of my favorite games I played a few years back. And the reason why the game so lit for me was they got the original voice actor from the cartoon I grew up with. Having Mark Hamill back as the Joker is fantastic. I really enjoyed this game. I love the twists and turns of the first one. Love the twists and turns of the second one. The DLCs for Arkham City were fantastic. If you haven't played that, I don't want to spoil anything for you, but you need to play it. Coming at number 4, Star Wars Battlefront 2. This game was fantastic when I first played it on the Xbox. You got to start out in the Clone Wars and finish all the way up on a Hoth. You got to play as the clones through their days as the Republic and as the Empire. But overall, this game was fantastic. I loved it. I'm glad they are going to bring it back on the next gen. It's a game I'm really glad they brought back from the graveyard to dominate my life once again. Coming at number 3 is Skyrim. Skyrim was a fantastic game and it came out. It won Game of the Year and deservingly so. This game had a vast open area, the graphically was fantastic, and you got to kill dragons and absorb their souls. Who doesn't love that? Even though some of the skill sets that level up may seem a little bizarre, this game was fantastic. It automatically drew you in just in the first 5 minutes of the game. Number 2, Fallout 3. Fallout to me is that classic ironic game. And by ironic, I mean it takes place in the 1950s era style, even though it's like in a way future, and plays jazz music where the main source of the problems is water. The irony of this game is so good. It makes me laugh to no end. The music is fantastic. The storyline is great. I think this game ultimately kind of parallels Skyrim a little bit. It's a vast open world where you get to make your own decisions, and those decisions affect how the story plays out for you. I remember the ending had 3 different options, each one a little bit different. The DLC that extended this game didn't really do it justice, but it was enough to where it didn't leave the fans totally angry with how the original ending was. Finally, coming in at number 1 was Pokemon the original generation. There's something about this game. It was my first video game actually that I ever played was Pokemon back in the late 90s. This game to me was fantastic. It was a great RPG that started this revolution here in the United States that is still going on with X and Y and even Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. This game you started out as Red or your named character from the town of Pallet Town. It got to live out that dream of catching Pokemon from maybe Squirtle, Charmander, or even Bulbasaur to beating your rival and catching Mewtwo at the end and gaining the title of Pokemon Master. Even if you didn't complete the Pokédex, this game was fantastic and this thing's still continuing on strong. I am so glad this game was number 1 and my personal favorite. That was my personal top 10. Tell me what your favorite game was on this list. Just tell me. Was it Pokemon? Was it Skyrim? Was it Twisted Metal Black? Tell me in the comments below, guys. Leave a like, subscribe. Again, if you can, donate in the link below. It means a lot to us. Hopefully we'll see you on the live stream on October 18th at 8 a.m. Thanks for spending some time with me. Once again, I'm Captain Battlepants, and I will see you guys later. Peace out, guys.